What's going on, everyone? It's time for a horror slasher thriller film review. Today we're going to review Rest Stop, which was released by Warner Home Video October 7th, 2006. It was produced by Thomas Krantz and Dan Myrick, and produced, written, and directed by John Swedon, who would go on to do the sequel Rest Stop, Don't Look Back. They also did The Lone Gunman, Frankenstein 2004, Otis, and Monsters of the Air. So this is a film about a couple, young, supposed to be teenage couple, but they're definitely in their 20s at least, going off on their own on a road trip, and they stop at this rural rest stop where, yeah, things start going south, where a menacing person in a truck comes and basically terrorizes them, kidnaps the boyfriend, tortures them, and basically the girl is there fending for herself. And well, she meets some really deranged families and other weird people and other things at this rest stop. So this is a interesting concept for a film. It does have some, it felt very Jeepers Creepers-ish and stuff. It has a lot of like the early 2000s, most popular then. This has a lot of feels for that, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, crazy people from that, or the Jeepers Creepers, even like the Strangers. There's certain elements to it, and it has this like weird overall sense of stupidity with the main character, because this character was not bright at all. There are some very dumb decisions in it, but it does have a unique way of telling the story, because when she meets people in the rest stop, you're not sure if they're actually there or not, and it keeps you guessing about that. And yeah, it's still a fun little ride to have. It's nothing much. It gives you what it tells you it's going to give you. And yeah, so if you're looking for a good like little like not too graphic Saw or Hostel, but have some interesting, questionable, either paranormal or not type scenarios, this one does have some cool, unique ideas. I just don't think they had the time or budget to execute it very well. Like, the effects are good in this, the acting's not too bad, the cinematography is very random. It's better than shot on video, but still, there's some really close-up shots. Like when they're talking, they're like this and stuff. It is very weird how they shot those. But still, I thought it was an all-right movie. I thought it didn't have too much very big flaws with it. Like, they could have fleshed out the main character more, because you kind of don't really care for what's going on, because they don't really give you much to work with. But still, it still has some good grit and grind sort of stuff, sort of like the Joyride films and stuff. So yeah, if you like that stuff, you'll probably like this one. But I thought it was all right. So I'm gonna give Rest Stop, or Rest Stop Dead Ahead, a 2.5 out of 5. It was amusing and good time waster. It's a good little short hour and 25-minute movie, and it wasn't bad but wasn't good. So yeah. I'm not sure where it's streaming or anything right now, so I'll leave link the trailer down below so you can see what I'm talking about down there. Also, link down below is my Instagram, so I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future of my story. I should put the film title in there and some fun fact or history thing in there as well. Also, link down below is my Letterbox at Dare P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films, and my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms, stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any films or film franchises in any genre, and on any streaming service I want to hear my opinions on in the future. Comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them, try to do more horror stuff, horror, thriller, sci-fi, fantasy for the next 2 months. So make sure you tune in for that. But also, let me know what your favorite Rest Stop film is, because there is a sequel, and I will be reviewing that, not next, but down the road a bit. So, yeah. Make sure you subscribe. Hope find something weird, obscure, and all day. Probably never thought of checking out together. And also, just so you hear my opinions on popular films, I've come out with classic films and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell, because we're going to do a foreign horror thriller film called Pacific Fear. It's a French film, so make sure you tune in for that. Yeah, watch out for all the sadistic people trying to torture people at rest stops and making them break out insanity. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.